after Brazil, where did you go?
Back out of the Pacific, remember?
Like, yeah, okay. I'm just making sure I got the
We got
timeline right.
okay. We went to Norfolk, turned in our planes in Puerto Rico, and had a ball there until they threw us out and put us on a Navy transport. It was transporting a whole division of Army out of Puerto Rico, and we were all going back to New Orleans. And then we got a train out of New Orleans. It was a bugger. That was a disaster, that one.
The train was?
Yeah. The Navy got screwed. The Norfolk and Western, it was the oldest train in the world, I think. You could do it, literally, we got discussed it, we pull the seats. When you can rip the seat right out of the floor, you know it's old. So we ripped the seats out and laid them all out and made bunks. You know. We were in an old coach car. It was terrible, you know. And they just, they reported us there when we got in there, but we straightened that out because our skipper was a good talker. Yeah, but we told them that with anything they should send a bill to Norfolk Western and show me changing all of our tickets to steerage or something, you know, because it was not first class. So we went back there and then waited for a plane. That's when I told you, my buddy and I, we go in every morning, 8 o'clock. Anything, got orders, any orders, you know. He looked, oh, no, not today. And so we talked a while, and he thought we were great. And he thought we would like it there and want to stay. I said, Norfolk is a nice town. We knew a lot there, but we're broke. We spent all our money, you know.
Partying too much.
Yeah, partying every night. You know, what the hell? Nothing to do. No duties or anything, see. And so that was where we ended up getting the planes out to Whidbey Island. And we were going to saturation bomb, crisscross Japan, just lay it flat, you know, with everything. And that would have been bad for them. It would have been indiscriminate bomb, you know. We'd have killed women, children, babies, anybody in that sector.
Probably killed a lot more.
Yeah. Oh, it been terrible.
Where were you when you heard about the atomic bombs being dropped?
I was up Washington State, up in Mount Baker. My best buddy in the squadron, he was our intelligence officer, and we hit it off real good earlier. So every weekend we say, well, we're going ashore, two of us, okay, but it's your weekend. You pick where we go. Next weekend I pick. Then you back, you know. And I'd always pick the bars. He'd always pick some national park or something. We hike like that. So we were up at Mount Baker. We went into a ranger station. He told us the war's over. That's when we found out.
Wow. But you just heard about the first. That was the first one, right? And then they waited like a few days, and then they.
The fourth one was anticlimactic. Really,
it was
the dumbbells.
after the first one, yeah.
A couple of those tough nuts didn't get the message, so they did it again. They didn't have to do that at all, but they had to do it for effect. They gave them 4 days to, you know, and they didn't capitulate.
That's
So
to show we meant it.
yeah, it had to show we got more, you know. It wasn't a fluke.
Where that came from.
Yeah, it's too bad, you know. Nobody wants to, you know, kill innocent people. But
the saturation bombing, I think, would have been even more devastating.
yeah, it would have, and we'd have lost a lot of guys too. We had guys all primed to go, you know, primed and ready to go. They were practicing landings all over the place, and that we'd have lost a lot of guys because, as much as we could saturation bomb, we weren't going to ruin all those bunkers. Like I said, some of us were so thick, they had been planning for years back in the 20s. Some of these bunkers were started. They had all those, the truck and everywhere, all those. All those, you know, South Pacific islands, they had them all just really tightly bunkered. Yeah, fortified. Gee.
So can you go over the training to get for the saturation bombing? Did you go through special training for that?
Yeah.
Okay, did you already tell me about that and I forgot?
Well, no, I guess I did. Well, it wasn't much training, really. It was more a technique, you know. We were briefed on it.
Oh,
Brief.
So
It was no practice because it was just a regular bombing practice. We
So
did
there's
very
nothing
we did
special
very
special?
little bombing. Such we were primarily with our we read for our anti-submarine bombs.
Okay.
Very little, just bombers like the Air Force. That was not our babe, you know.
You're mostly looking for submarines.
Yeah.
Right.
So we had mostly 250-pound depth bombs on board,
Okay.
preset, you know, for depth.
So then how did, I mean, these were like different bombs entirely, but the flying technique wasn't.
No, yeah, no problem there. We just fly formation, wings, air, you know, like right wing or something. And the bombs we used there were just conventional. We were going to use 500 pounders, 1,000 pounders, you know. And I think, of course, some of them I'm sure, we had been ordered to take some incendiaries too, you know. If we didn't bomb it out, we'll burn it out, you know.
Yeah, get rid of it somehow.
And then napalm bombs too. That, you know, geez,
All the nasty
yeah.
stuff.
Marines came in with a lot of those. They softened up some of these places pretty good. The second best thing to a flamethrower, you know, but which was still the best, a flamethrower.
Well, do you know how close you I mean, do you know how much more time you had before you were supposed to do these?
Oh yeah, everything was it was a
So like the next week
it was
or
a train
so?
maneuver, you know.
So like in the next week or so you were supposed to go?
Oh well, yeah, we knew we were coming up. They never did announce the exact date, but it told us it's coming up shortly. You know, like within 30 days, we was started.
You came that
So
close.
all leaves were canceled. You know.
Oh wow, they're serious, right? And then
Yeah.
they dropped the atomic bombs, and that's all. But you
Yeah,
got
so-
that close, huh?
Yeah. So we said, thank goodness for that. We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to do it,
Yeah, that's kind of a horrible thing.
but we were willing to do it. That was
Well, you
our
have
job,
to.
you know.
Yeah, you have to. We're at war.
Yeah, war as hell, you know. More ways than one.
Yeah, well, how did you feel when you heard the war was over? I mean, I don't
I
the atomic bomb, but how did you feel the war was over?
I felt relieved. First of all, I said, well, I made it. That guy was right, you know.
We made it.
And then, of course, we were, okay, now what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We conjectured so much, whether we stay in the Navy or out or go this. And a lot of guys were invited to join the Air Force because the Air Force was just coming up. I forget, there still was no U.S. Air Force, but they were starting to get
Breaking away from
making the motions of breaking away, getting lined up. And we were asked many times, you know, they wanted to get a bunch of, you know, mid-level, you know, pilots.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, they don't want to start from nothing.
no, they didn't want, you know, they were working on Air Force Academy and all that, you know, breaking away. But I didn't. I thought about that too. In my career time, maybe I was better to go there, you know. And I've done better than I wish, you know. So, who knows?
So you decided to
Stay with them.
Stay in the Navy.
In the Navy. Yeah.
So what did they do to you after? What did they do to you? What did they send you after Washington? What was that?
They sent us out to the Philippines first, and
This is
to
after the
Japan.
war,
Yeah. They
huh?
started.
A lot of devastation.
Yeah. They because so many guys were coming, getting out. They needed guys there to man up the stations.
Yeah, they started kicking them out immediately. I think.
Oh yeah, they were processed as fast as they could. Yeah. They did that over here at Camp Shoemaker, over in near
Dublin.
yeah, Dublin, and that was a going operation there. Boy, they were just coming out of there, stamping it, bang. He's alive, boom. You know, one of the big things I want to be sure you didn't have any physical disabilities caused by their service. And if you did, then that's a whole ball game. They sent you. I don't know who was it? Somebody. I forget now. Who processed those separately. Well, if you got processed, there's nothing wrong, and you signed the papers. You were out. They gave you what, $300 or what it was, and you were out. You know, something, and airfare home or something. Yeah. Good luck.
Okay. Oh, okay. So then they were shipping all these guys out to
Yeah.
boot them out of the
So
military.
we had to man those
You gotta
positions,
have
and
positions that being
yeah,
dedicated.
and it wasn't much then at that point. It was more like minimum training. The war was over.
What did they want you to do over there?
Just their presence at that point. The air station was still a going operation. Instead, we were still manning the Orient, patrolling the Orient. We knew that Japan had it. China wasn't know yet to it, but Russia was. See. They were making a lot of noise. I've come to think of it, so we did stay over there for that too.
Right, keep the Russians at bay.
Yeah, in fact, there was a lot of it. If guys like Patton lived, he convinced the president we'd have taken on the Russians.
Oh, right. Well, that's right after we
Yeah.
fought with the Japanese.
Yeah.
We just went straight for the jugular in Russia.
Sure, there were enough guys who didn't get sick of combat replacements. They could have gone in there. We could have done it. We could have wiped them out because we gave them everything they had, damn near all their technology and everything. We were shipping over in the Murmansk run. Yeah, we were shipping lathes over there, machine equipment, everything, processing, the plans for tanks, planes for airplanes, everything. We set them up. So we could have easily changed that.
And we didn't, for whatever reason.
That was the guy. That was, of course, when the Germans were still active too, and the Murmansk. We had to build up the Ruskins to take care of the Germans on that side.
Right.
It was kind of a, catch-22.
I think most of us Siberia that took care of them, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, and but those guys, I knew some guys from Nick Romaner, went on that, went in the Merchant Marine. They were on a Murmansk run. That was hell of a, but he said, all I had to do was keep thinking, boy, there's good pay, good pay. And it was.
Think about the pay.
Oh, those guys come back loaded. These gals who frequented the waterfront saloons, they knew it too. Boy, so they were told, oh, go in those damn saloons anytime. But especially now, they know you got a lot to do. Get the hell out of there, stay out. The ones that didn't listen, broke. The others that listened, they're living up in Los Alamos Hills, Rolls Royces, $1 million houses and everything.
What were those mermaid things like, the mermaid runs?
The Murmansk run, the dive bombers, the German dive bombers. They had no air cover, no fighters, friendly fighters. So the air superiority was 100% German. That's when they ran captive balloons up on some of them to stop them from coming in too much strafing, So they'd do fire altitude, but they bombed them and everything. They just got a lot of the ships, and they had Navy gun crews on most of them too, but they weren't that effective, The Stukas just kept coming in. They're dive bombers, And
Okay, well, the war's over. You're in the Philippines now?
yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty good duty.
A lot of, that was? What happened?
We had a lot of fun. I tell you one about South America.
When were you there?
I was trying to think of it. I think I was
When you were in
Philippines.
Brazil?
That was before, yeah. Well, when I was in station in Brazil, we went down to Argentina, and we were in this nice palace hotel or something, drinking and and stuff. It was an easy one for us, and